Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tom. Now, I haven't got a Christmas hat on yet, but I will do in a second. So here it is. And I had to just do it like this because it's so great. Here it is. Ow, ow, it's pinching my hair. Ow. Okay, here it is. I know that you got a chance to enjoy my new hat. Look at this, isn't it funny? Look at this, look at this. I'm not a horrible person, but from the amount of times I've had bad experiences with people, the public, let's just say I'm not a huge fan. But that's why I have no problem discussing the types of people that I find annoying on Christmas. Just a heads up, I find everyone annoying. I've took them behind my ears because they're annoying me and I'm hot already. So without further ado, let's break down the types of people that I think are annoying at Christmas. So the first annoying person I have cleverly titled the Analogy Attacker. This person has no problem taking every tiny thing and using a Christmas related analogy to compare it to something. And this analogy is quite often used in things like Christmas films, particularly animated ones, and it should stay in animated Christmas films. Okay, so here's an example that I thought would be most appropriate. This cranberry sauce is so delicious, it's as red as Santa's rosy cheeks on a cold winter's night, standing next to Rudolph's nose, ready to set off for a night of delivering presents to every kid in the world. Do you get what I'm saying? Obviously, I am over-exaggerating just a tiny bit. I've not got one of these people in my life, but I have met people that do this. There aren't many out there, but so the next annoying person is called the present perfecter. This person is the definition of a perfectionist, and there's two types. One, they have a 3-day wrapping bonanza, making sure everything is in a straight line, carefully placing ribbon around the present with a bow and those curly little bits of string, the glitter stuff. I know this because I have one in my family, not naming anybody in particular because that's rude. It's real for me. I mean, I suppose I do it too, but not that extreme. In some respects, I'm a perfectionist, and I have to make sure that my wrapping is perfect. But if it's not the best, that's fine. I'll move on. Do you hear? I'll move on. It's just wrapping paper. The other person, who is the present perfecter, is the person who has to open each present really carefully, making sure not to tear the paper. Every bit of sellotape has to be lifted off. Maybe they want to reuse the paper next year. That's a bit weird, but okay. Or maybe they're just a perfectionist, hence the name. If you're anything like my family, you have paper, but then the next year you can't find it, so you buy some more. You do not need to save the wrapping paper. Just tear into that flipping present and play with it, for God's sake. Sorry for being over dramatic. I'm calm now. But seriously guys, you should save the rainforest. Don't get new paper, reuse it. Says no one. The next person I find annoying is called the Movie Madman. These names are really horrible. I'm sorry I made these up. This person will cry, literally cry, if they have not seen at least 20 Christmas films before Christmas Day. They will make a chart, they will get annoyed when this chart is not stuck to, and they will yell at people for talking or missing a movie. How do I know this? I am this person. Do you see this? This is my friend's calendar. Not a mini calendar that I got last year for Christmas. Let's go to October. Here we have the start of the Christmas films. Christmas films. And even more Christmas films. Yes, I haven't ticked those off. Don't yell at me. Polar Express is always a movie you watch on Christmas Eve. If anyone tries to tell me otherwise, I'm coming for you. The next annoying person is called the Nigella wannabe. You know, Nigella Lawson. Luckily there isn't one of these in my family. And these people experiment a lot. To me, Nigella is a really great chef who likes to use new and exciting ingredients that nobody has ever heard of and nobody will have in their kitchen. Seriously, not everyone has chestnut puree in their pantry. In fact, I don't know anybody who has chestnut puree in their pantry, although chestnut puree, not gonna lie, sounds quite nice because I like nuts. Not a euphemism. When you have relatives over and they decide to bring something from a different country, it can be quite difficult. Here's an example. What dish did you bring? It's rice balls with chicken and fish in a palm nut soup. Okay, so not like trifle, cookies or chocolate roulade or something normal, or literally anything else. It's good to experiment with different cuisines. It's from Ghana and we live in England, so I'm not quite sure what you're trying to do. Now, I'm all about trying new cuisines. I like French, I've never actually had French. Italian, I like Chinese, Indian, fish and chips. I know, that's pretty. And I'm not hating at all. I'd love to try Ghanaian food. But I can't even touch Christmas pudding, which is a traditional Christmas food in England. Can you imagine what I'd be like with something from a different country? Next up is the Sleepless in Seattle and Anywhere Else in the World. Great name, I know. This person takes waking up early to the extreme. As you're probably aware, times when you want to wake up in life fluctuate during your life. When you're a kid, you don't want to go to bed and you want to wake up early. When you're a teenager, I'm 19, this is me, you don't want to wake up ever again and you want to go to bed late. When you're an adult, you have no choice but to wake up because you've got kids. And when you're elderly, your body physically doesn't allow you to sleep in. I'm all about waking up early on Christmas. It's just a tradition. It's so you have more of the day to play and eat and watch TV and eat and open presents and eat. But since I don't usually wake up on a weekend till 12 o'clock lunchtime, I'm usually talking about getting up at like 7 or 8, not 4 or 5 in the morning. Dad. Who said that? I didn't say anything. Now there was a time where I would virtually not go to sleep at Christmas. Like I'd literally, I also believed I wasn't allowed to see Santa Claus, otherwise I would be not getting anything. So I stayed awake the entire night underneath the covers like nearly suffocated, died. But I'm older now, so Dad, if you wake me up by slapping me, yelling in my ear, or bouncing me up and down on the bed at 4 o'clock in the morning, you will be mauled to death before you can even look at the first present. I did mention that they come downstairs and try and wake me up. It's because I sleep downstairs on Christmas Eve because my auntie comes to stay with us over the Christmas period. So I have to sleep downstairs because she has my room. I'm not a tramp. Don't use that word. It's not nice. I'm not a tramp. I'm a tramp. Next is the completely opposite. Too much sleep in Seattle. Probably guess this is a person that sleeps too much. It's like the law to wake up on Christmas Day. I may not wake up at 5 or 6 a.m. like some weirdos, but I still wake up early. So if it's 9 a.m. and the rest of the family are sitting on the sofa, ogling at the presents, sucking on a candy cane, watching the news, because you're still asleep, or even in the bathroom, 5 freaking hours, you are not getting any crackling. Yes, that's right, I went there. At number 7 is the DIY dreamer. This person loves arts and crafts. I like arts and crafts. I can totally get on board with that. As hard as it is to believe, I think that when people give a handmade card, they are really nice and thoughtful, and some of them can be really beautiful. Yes, it's the thought that counts, but when you start getting me carved wood tools or homemade Christmas pudding kits, we have a problem. Call me a drama queen, call me overreacting, call me superficial. Christmas has become commercialised and I don't see it going back to normal, which is a shame. We all know that what you want you put on a list. Yes, some things might be too expensive and I understand. I don't have any money because I'm poor. Does that mean you can get me a homemade candle that smells like feet and beeswax? No, it doesn't. What makes you think that me, a 19-year-old male, wants a jar of mincemeat that you can use again and again next year and next year because it keeps forever? Something that the person would actually want if it's not cheesy or tacky or rude or insulting like homemade dandruff shampoo. Next is the late decorators. It's not a surprise, I think you should probably know by now, I love Christmas. I'm not saying the tree needs to be up day after Halloween, but come on, at least 3 weeks before, guys. I know this happens every year. I'm always surprised that people in the movies wait till Christmas Eve to put their Christmas tree up. What, then Boxing Day you're going to take them down again? No. What is the point? But actually I'm more surprised there are people that do this in real life. That is unacceptable. My dad likes to put them away like a few days after Christmas, but that is a constant battle every year that we always win. But he does like to put them up early, so we can take them down early. But he likes to look early, that's the point. Christmas is a season of goodwill and festivities. Not 3 days, a season. Get it together and put them up on the 1st of December. The penultimate annoying person, yes that's right, I've got 10, I could keep going, is the let's make a Christmas card this year. As I previously mentioned, I like homemade cards, but I don't want a Christmas card or present for that matter that has your face on it. If you're a member of the family, I have to look at your face. Anyway, I'm joking. But really, send me a Christmas card with your kids in an ugly Christmas jumper and I will put it up, but facing the opposite way on the bottom of the wall. I'm trying desperately not to be rude here. Luckily, I don't have any of these people in my life. No one sends me ugly Christmas cards. But I do know people who do this, and I do know people who have had it done to them. I'm making it seem like I know a lot of people. I literally know 2 people outside of my family. Before we talk about the final person, I'd like to take some time to name some honourable mentions. Christmas shopper ambler. When you're in the shops, make a list and stick to it. Don't just plod around from aisle to aisle, stopping in the middle of the aisle, because I will run you over with the trolley. The Grinch. Please don't even call me that. Everyone likes Christmas, okay? The summer stockers. Please do not make me feel like crap by saying that you have got virtually all of your kids' presents in August. No, you know I'm not that prepared. The offensive outdoor light hanger. There's loads of these around here. If I have to look at them when I'm walking the dog, they better be beautiful and not tacky. Pretty multicoloured lights on a tree. Tasteful. White reindeers and polar bears and penguins. Stuff like that light up on a roof. Beautiful. Turquoise lights around the gutter and block primary coloured lights on the fence. Tacky. And finally, the chocolate hoarder. Stop buying boxes if you have loads left over at the end and no one else is allowed to touch them. You know that some people in the family will do anything to get their hands on chocolate. Here we are. Finally, the last person on the people I find annoying at Christmas list is the high maintenance hotel guest. You can all relate to this one, because if you do not cook Christmas dinner, you are one of these people. Through no fault of your own, you do this unintentionally, but the person who cooks Christmas dinner is a saint. Not only do they cook your food, you make your turkey sandwiches afterwards. Sometimes they'll even make you a quick breakfast. I mean, I don't have breakfast either, candy cane. They are usually ones in charge of the presents, the wrapping, the table laying, the washing up afterwards. They barely get time to sit down and watch the Doctor Who Christmas special every year. Yet you act like a rich, snobby hotel guest, ringing your metaphorical bell every 5 seconds, wanting a turkey sandwich, extra gravy. Mom, help, there's a pig on the turkey. Please remove this, take it back. Now, I'm not even 20 yet, so I am used to being one of these people. And in some ways I probably still am. Even as I'm saying this, I know that it's something that you'll probably never not do. But as I have gotten older, not particularly at Christmas maybe, but in most other points during the year, people have done this to me. Not cool, guys, not cool. That's it. Despite how annoying you are, people, you will never not bring the mood down, because there are presents, there's food, there's lights, there's presents, there's food. Heck, I'm annoying. I'm the person who I find most annoying in your life is myself. Don't take it personally. I'm being over dramatic for a reason, because I'm trying to be funny. It's not working with me. So anyway, I'm gonna go now. I'm just gonna tell my family that they're annoying. Okay.